Well, good morning, folks. This morning, let's just go straight to the point. That's what we do. This morning, I was woke up about 3 o'clock by the awfulest thunder and lightning and boomers you've ever seen in your life. They was hitting everywhere around this house. Knocked the power out. Caused me to get up. And when I got up and went out on the porch, it caused me to want to go fishing. That's right, fishing. Here in the Tennessee Valley, we've had a lack of rainfall. Now, we've had a lot of little thunder boomers and stuff like that in the last month, but not what you call significant rainfall. In fact, I've been looking for this situation right here to capitalize on it and talk a little bit about weather change when it comes to crappie fishing. Now today, it's probably going to be a dark video, and of course I can't help it. I'm not a fair weather fisherman. I mean, I go when I can because it's good for me and it's good for you too. But I am extremely cautious on the water. I watch the weather, but today there's going to be a lot of thunderstorms passing through with lightning and thunder. But we're going to take a chance. Okay. Get under a bridge and see if we can find some fish suspended up in the water column. A lot of times weather conditions like this, even in the summer, the water is still hot. It's probably about 84 degrees on the surface. It's still a summer pattern when it comes to crappie, but weather conditions like this, abrupt changes, such as a lot of rain, thunderstorms, will bring the fish high up in the water column. And today we're going to go to Gunnersville Lake and see what we can do. Come with me. Let's see if we can catch a few crappie to keep. I rarely keep them, but I'm fish hungry. And Mama Sue is too. Let's go over the gear I'm going to use today before we get on the water. Today I'm just going to take these two rods with me. They're cadence rods. They're 6 foot long. They're they say 6 foot light, moderate, fast. Okay. The CR5s, real limber rod. I love them. I tell you what, they do a good job on these crappie. But I guarantee you the water is going to have a color to it, a dingy color to it. So I've tied me on a gold one. This is my favorite fishing at night or in off-color water. It has a gold head, gold body, sharp truce, feathers, and 2 tinsels coming out the back. It's approximately, I don't know, 2 1/4 inches long. And it's a 1/32 ounce jig head with a number 6 sickle hook. And I have my reel loaded with 2 pound line, vicious line, 2 pound vicious. And that's probably going to be the best color. I've run into this situation a lot of times. Okay, let's go to the water. Whoa! Whoa! There we go. This might be a good crappie right here. This is good fish. I had to change my game plan up. They're pulling the water a little bit too hard. Wasn't that this fish? To fish them columns. Whoops. Come on in here. That's a good fish right there. So, I'm fishing the breakline right here. Water falls off in about 22 foot right here. And the current's not near as bad. So now I'm casting. 2 different techniques right here. Let's get our pliers out right here. The surface temp is 82 degrees. So it is hot. That fish is pretty deep. I was sitting down right there, which is something I don't do much. I usually stand up when I'm fishing. Wow. He's hooked good. That's a good crappie right there, no doubt. So let's put him in the bucket. I don't need many. 5 or 6, and that'd be good enough for me. I'm the only one that'll eat one, and Mama Sue will eat the rest. She loves them crappie. What I done right here is I just made a cast. I'm throwing into about 10 or 11 feet of water, and from my gunnel to the bank, well, I'm sitting over 22 foot right here. So the break line is about 10 foot out in front of me. And I caught that fish pretty deep, and all I did was, I got a big fish right here, folks. I don't know what in the world it could be. Y'all see that? That fish hit right on the break line. It's not a crappie, but we're gonna see if we can whoop him with this 2-pound line. What about that? You never know when you fish what you're gonna catch. Just as I was about ready to pick the jig up and get it at the right level, this happened. I don't know what in the world it could be. In all probability, it's probably a channel cat. Yep, it is a channel cat, and a good one. See if we can add him right here so we can save our jig. I want my jig back. Those doggone good jigs. Okay, there we go. Crappie fishing, but we're catching, that's a big channel cat. Or decent, respectable. There, Elmo. But look at there. That's a nice one, ain't it? Jig kind of just fell out. But let's let him go and see if we can catch the crappie fish. Now, I'm gonna retie that knot, of course, 2-pound line, get that slime off, and let's catch another one. There we go. Oh my. Now this is a big crappie. I can tell it's a crappie. He's giving me them head shakes. Or I believe it is. If it is a mule. Yeah. Let's get him over here on this side. That was just a solid thump. No doubt about it. A methodical wind. That one was around 12 feet. Deep, right over the break line. Now there he is. And that's a good fish right there. Woo! Quit. They're not biting real quick, folks. I'm having to work for them. But that's part of it. That's fishing. That's the reality of fishing. That's a good fish anywhere in the country. Just a real light thump. And a methodical wind. You don't have to put a lot of action in a jig. There's no need to. Crappie are not like bass. In fact, they're just right opposite. The slower you can reel it, keep it in front of their face, the more chance you'll have of catching this fish right here. Okay, let's put him in there. I was fixing to say, let's let him go. I'm not used to keeping them at all right there. Mama Sue wants them, so yeah. But they're really ripping this current. This current's ripping. I'm letting it fall down there to the bottom at around 8 feet. And then I'm slowly bringing it back to me, letting it fall as I bring it back to me. And right at about 12 feet is where these fish is biting right now. There we go. That was a light bite, but this is a good fish. doing some head shaking. Okay, let's get our net out right here. I should have had it ready. I don't know what I'm doing. There's another hot water crappie. Okay. Just like that. It's not hard. I guess Mama Sue's gonna eat. She said, "You bring me some crappie home, and I mean it too." I said, "Yes, ma'am." Let's put that one in the bucket in there. Mounting a few fish up in here now on it. Get my jig straightened out. See that little indiscrepancy? That marabou went under the hook. Can't have that. Gotta have it straight. Put us a little, let's soak it again with some slabber sauce. Probably not necessary right now. It's starting to, that jig's starting to smell like a crappie now. Let's catch another. On it.
Man, I told you we shouldn't have come fishing today. Look at it out here. It's raining. It's thundering. Oh, we gotta go fishing in here. I don't know why anybody want to do something like that. Phew, man.
There we go. That's a good one. Good fish. Let's net that one there. Okay. This will be a crappie. We're talking about some good fillets off that fish. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's put him in the bucket right here. I tell you what, folks, gold works for me at night or overcast days like today. I don't know what it is about that color, but it's more than a confidence thing, I believe. It just works. Let's catch another one. You got me kidding me. There we go. That was a light bite. It's another big crappie. I mean a big one too. Okay. Dadgone, what a fish. Tennessee River SLAB right here, the jig come loose. That's kind of unusual because if you use a limber rod like this, usually a jig won't come out. A good indication of using too stiff of a rod, your jigs will constantly come out, especially if you flip them in the boat. That is a big one right there. You talking about some good fillets for Mama Sue. Let's put him in the bucket. Mounting up some good ones right there. There we go. Right there at the boat. Golly, boom, what a crappie. This is a good fish right here. Another mule. I'm not catching nothing but mules today. Nothing but. Look at there. Another SLAB. My goodness. I tell you what, that just goes to show. See, they're pulling the water real hard right now, folks. Let me hear what a crappie. They're pulling it because we're getting a lot of rainfall. In other words, they're releasing a lot of water. And today, there's no doubt, if it wasn't for this 2-pound test line, I'd have a hard time keeping that jig at the proper depth. That just goes to show being versatile, I believe, is the key to crappie fishing, no doubt. Not just fishing the same old way. Let's put him in there. That's a big crappie. Now, we got some good ones in there. All right, folks, I'm gonna let it go today. And today, light line was very important, extremely important, to be able to fish this light jig in this current. Now, without it, I don't think I'd have done very well at all. Mixing your fishing up is, in my opinion, the key to catching crappie consistently. But I better get home and clean these fish for Mama Sue. She's my wife of 32 years. I love her to death. And if you got a Mama Sue, a sweet Mama Sue at home, I'd recommend you do the same. Because she'll let you go. She'll let you go fishing when you can.